So today we start for the Model 4 operation amplifier with negative feedback and general applications. So operation amplifier we can write in short form op-amp. Op means operation, amp means amplifier. This is the operation amplifier. So you are using the amplifiers are used for the negative feedback and also positive feedback. So negative feedback is very good to stabilize the device in a operating point fixed. So you have to study in this Model 4. So these are the op-amps. The different type of the op-amp ICs are considered 741, 346 and different. These ICs are 8 legs, 8 leg ICs. 741 mu 741 is the number of the operation amplifiers. So name indicate that the operation of the amplifier means amplify the or output voltage for the required forms. Here the symbol of the operation amplifier as shown here. So here the symbol in the triangular having your 5 terminals are used for the symbols. The terminal 2, terminal 3, terminal 4, terminal 6 and terminal 7. So already I mentioned for this IC is having 8 legs. This is your 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another side also 4 legs, means total 8 legs. So you are utilizing your 8 legs. You are utilizing only for the 5 legs are utilized in the for the ICs. The numbered as the 2, 3 and 7, 4 and 6. These are the 5 terminals are used for the symbols of the operation amplifier. The 2 inputs in the operation amplifier, 2 inputs, inverting input and non-inverting input. Inverting input means the negative sign indicates the inverting input, negative, and non-inverting input means positive. When you are applying this signal to the particular port, these two ports are two different ports, inverting input port and a non-inverting input port. Two input ports are present for the operation amplifier, and also two other DC supplies are applied to your op-amp, V positive and V negative. The number 4, leg 4 and leg 7 is as the V positive and V negative. DC source is applied to your operation amplifier. Only one output terminal is present, V out. The leg number is 6. So this is the symbol and your configurations of your symbols as considered. And here the second equivalent circuit of the operation amplifiers. It shows what is the internal circuits are present in the internally. The resistance, the input impedance Zin is connected parallel to these two input terminals, differential terminals, inverting input terminal and non-inverting input terminals. The Z is connected in parallel. So you already know in the feedback amplifiers. So when you are connecting resistance in parallel, the impedance is high. And when you are connecting resistance in series, the impedance is low. So as considered, these connections also very important for your operation amplifiers equivalent circuits. In the either output side equivalent circuit, the current source AV, V2 and V1 and Z output impedance is connected in the series to the output terminals V out, V positive supply and V negative supply. Inverting input V1, non-inverting input V2 is the difference between the V1 and V2 difference, V difference, two input terminals of the operation amplifiers. So you have to study here. So what you have to study in this operation amplifier? So you have to study for the inverting and non-inverting amplifiers, inverting and non-inverting amplifiers. In that, the analysis of the inverting and non-inverting amplifiers, you have to calculate what is the closed loop voltage gain, find out the closed loop voltage gain in the inverting and non-inverting amplifier, input impedance of the amplifier, output impedance of the amplifier, and bandwidth of the feedback amplifiers. So you have to study in inverting, non-inverting. These are the study positions or analysis carried out. Closed loop voltage gain, input impedance, output impedance, and bandwidth the feedback. The next topic of the op-amp is the DC and AC amplifiers. So used for the particular applications, DC and AC amplifiers. So used for the summing, using for the scaling, using for the averaging the amplifiers, and used for the instrumentation amplifiers. So instrumentation means you have to amplify. Nowadays your electronic instruments are available. So you have to applying your sound box, you are connecting the switching to the particular electronic instruments. So you'll get the amplified output in a required tuning output sound. So instrumentation amplifier also nowadays are used for the instrumentations. And the comparator, you can use as a this open operation amplifier as a comparators, comparing the signals and comparing your different signals. So you can compare, you can use as a comparator, and also zero crossing detector. So you can use this as a zero crossing detector. It's used as a detector also. And schematic triggering circuits, where your requirement the triggering circuit, a generation of the schematic triggering circuit for the microcontroller or processor. So nowadays are used for the electronic devices in satellite also. Can study the some systematic circuits of these applications of the op-amps. So you can reference for this model 4, the textbook 2. So textbook 2 you can utilize. So you can refer that one. Op-amp, operation amplifier and linear integrated circuit. The book title is Operation Op-amps and Linear Integrated Circuits. The author is Ramakant Gaikwad. Is Ramakant Gaikwad. The 4th edition. Pearson present the edition is 2000. You can utilization is. So it's available in our library also. In the departmental library is also available. This book you can utilize for this model 4 chapter, model 4 and model 5. You can utilize this book for operation amplifier and linear integrated circuits. So now continue for the operation amplifier. This is the general view of operation amplifier as considered. So this may be your different stages are used for the operation amplifier internal structures as considered. The 2 terminal differential terminals, V negative, V positive, and differential amplifiers. So it is the first stage, differential amplifier, the differential inputs, V positive and V1 also. You get the differential amplifier output is the VI or V1. So it can write the differential amplifier is gain is A1, and what is the difference between the 2 input terminals, V positive and V negative, V positive and minus V negative, the differential amplifier output is get the V in. So multiply with your differential amplifier gain A1. Second stage, another gain stage is your gain equal to A2 of your block amplifier. So A2 is the input is V1 and output also you can A1, A2 is the difference of the V positive minus V negative, difference between the 2 ports. And third stage is the output stage, is the gain is equal to 1. The output stage of the amplifier is the gain equal to 1. This is large current capacity. So it is a large current capability. So output, what is the V out equal to A naught. A naught equal A naught output, total output, amplified output equal to V positive minus V negative. This is the general breakdown structure of the internal structure of the operation amplifier. These are the different stages. And mainly number of stages are present, 4 stages, 5 stages are there. But the main stages are these 3 stages are considered for the structures here. So is a grounded, is a V positive, and your grounding VNG or V negative terminals. This is your V positive terminal and V negative terminals. So as considered for this one, the generic differential amplifier, there are 3 stages are known: the differential amplifier, gain stage amplifier, so here you have to know for the amplifiers as considered. Number of stages is 3. First is you have to take the differentials between your input 2 terminals, V positive and V negative. And also an op-amp usually comparison of the at least 3 different amplification stages. Here it is considering 3 different application stages. So as shown in this figure, the differential amplifier input stage with a gain of A1, V positive and V negative, having the inverting and non-inverting inputs. The stage 2 is the gain stage with gain A2, and differential or signal ended input output stages is an emitter follower or source follower stage is with use for the gain equal to 1. So emitter follower or source follower. Source means you follow the input. So you can use the as follows the input signal. So as the gain is equal to 1 for the stage 3. And single-ended output with large current diverting capabilities. So here the simple op-amp is considered for the particular of the op-amps here. So here you know for your V positive inverting input and non-inverting input, and positive V supply and negative V supply in output. These are 2 supplies, V positive and V negative, are utilized for the always assumed for the shown. Then input resistance is the input resistance is connected in parallel, so it is very high, and output connected resistance is connected in the series. The output impedance is very low, so is series connected. So it is the linear transfer functions for the V naught is as considered A1, A2. So already you know for the output A naught. So A1, A2, V1 minus V naught. Also you can write the output of your operation amplifier equal to A naught, V positive minus V negative, where A naught is the open loop gain. Here A naught is your open loop gain, and V naught is clamped at V positive and V negative. V naught is clamped at V positive and V negative. So it is the variation. If the A naught V positive and V negative is greater than V positive, or V less than the V negatives. So respectively for the operation of the internal structure of the operation amplifier. So what is op-amp? So what is op-amp? So op-amp operation amplifier is a DC coupled high gain electronic voltage amplifier with a differential input and usually a single ended outputs. So it is your differential input and single ended outputs. So in this configuration, an op-amp produces an output potential that is typically 100,000 times larger than the potential difference between its input terminals. So it produces, so output potential is that produces 1 lakh times larger than your potential difference between to the user input terminals. What is the potential difference? Inverting input and non-inverting potential difference between these two terminal, the output will get 1 lakh times larger than these two differential of the input terminals. That is the op amps. Means you are applying in the micro, you are applying the microvolt power, you are applying the micro power in the input side, you get the output power is in the mega powers. You get the amplified in a mega powers. This is the applications of the what is the op amp as considered for utilization for the high gain infinite output impedance. Output gain is very high, infinite as considered the A equal to infinite for the open loop gain of the operation amplifiers. So what introduction for your op amp as considered. Op amp, the amplifier can also use for the buffer in generals or drawn as a triangular format of the symbol as considered for the schematic. There are two inputs, inverting input and non-inverting input, and only one output of the terminals, and the another terminals are used for the not shown, the DC supplies is shown, not shown. So here I am showing your what is the internal structure of your ICs is the 8 legs 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. A is balancing leg, input 2, terminal 2 is the input, terminal 3 is the input, and terminal 4 is the negative DC supply, and terminal 5 is the another balancing terminal. Terminal 6 is the take the output of the amplifier, and terminal 7 is the positive DC voltage is applied, and terminal 8 is not connected, NC not connected in your IC. This is the IC of the single op amp are present in your ICs. The single op amp is in the ICs having the connections as carried out. So you have to utilizing for the any oscillator circuit or multiplier circuit or operation amplifier circuits. So you can use as a op amp for the 741, 346 and different operation amplifiers numbers are there. So you can utilize for that, no, for the different applications. So advantages of the operation amplifiers as considered, the increases the circuit stability. The advantage increases circuit stability, increases the input impedance. Input impedance is high for the operation amplifier and decreases the output impedance. So is the output impedance of the amplifier is 0. Output impedance of the amplifier is 0. Input impedance is high, very high, infinite, and output impedance equal to 0, very low, and increase the frequency, bandwidth is constant gain. So when increasing your frequency bandwidth at constant gain. These are the advantages of your operation amplifiers. So what are the disadvantages of the operation amplifiers as considered? So the input current isn't exactly 0. The input current isn't exactly 0. The input offset current isn't exactly 0. The input impedance isn't infinite. The input impedance is infinite. Infinite means, so what you can write, input current. So what is your input current? I equal to 0. So impedance Zin is equal to infinite. There is limited common mode voltage ranges are used. The output impedance, what is your output impedance? Z0. is equal to 0. So why output impedance is 0 means the impedance, what are the resistance are connected in series into the output terminal. So impedance is 0. Here input impedance is infinite. So resistance is connected in parallel to the two differential input terminals. So how means you are connected the two input terminals, resistance is connected parallels. This is your Z in, your V positive and V negative terminals. So this impedance is in parallel to these two terminals. So that's why impedance is very high. The output impedance is 0. So your output impedance is your impedance is connected to so V naught. So output impedance. So it is your Z out is connected in series with the terminals of the, so what you are using the positive and negative. So this gives the output voltage is the output voltage terminal, the impedance resistance is connected in series, so we'll get the output impedance is 0. There is voltage gain limitation include your phase shift also. There is the voltage gain variations limitations to your phase shifts. Some characteristics of the operation amplifiers as considered. So it gives the infinite open loop gain. So infinite open loop gain, open gain is the infinite gain G equal to V naught divided by V in. You get the infinite. High gain is very high, the V naught. Infinite input impedance R in and 0 input current. So input impedance equal to 0 and input current also 0 and 0 input offset voltage. So offset voltage also 0. Infinite output voltage range. The output voltage, the V naught also infinite, means very high. This shows the very high. This also very high. So infinite bandwidth with 0 phase shift is very important. When the bandwidth, your bandwidth is more is required, the 0 phase shift. When the phase shift is 0, will get the infinite bandwidth 0 phase shift and 0 output impedance. So we'll get the 0 output impedance. What is the 0 output impedance? So we R out, so equal to 0. So noise also, this noise is also is 0. These are 0 to these are the low. So you can use say CMR, infinite common mode rejection ratios. So rejection ratios as comes up here the signals from the input signals to the output signal. So here the op-amp is used for the input signals are very low signals are used for the operation amplifier. So you have to reduce the noises contains in the input side. So that's why you have to use very low input signals. Then you have to utilize for the required for the amplified output stages. So number of stages amplification is carried out. So you get the amplified output. Then you can make the rejection ratio. You can remove the noises in the input side. So that's why you have to utilize for the higher input impedance as they consider the infinite input impedance as they are considered in the Z in input impedance is they are very high. So very high. So 0 input current. So 0 input current is the input impedance is also very high due to of that one. So it reduces the noise in the circuits. And also output, when you are amplified output and filter, when you are take the zero noise means the output impedance must be zero, then only you can reduce the zero noise. This is your zero noise consideration. So that's why your utilization infinite common mode rejection ratio is very important for the op-amp characteristics. So now there are two types of the amplifiers as considered. The inverting. So here, so inverting and non-inverting, inverting and or non-inverting amplifiers. So what is the difference between the inverting and non-inverting as considered? So inverting op-amp provides more stability. So inverting op-amp provides more stability to the system than non-inverting op-amp. This is a very important. The inverting op-amp provides more stability to the system than non-inverting amplifier. So in the operation amplifier, inverting amplifier is very important rule to utilize for all the applications. So inverting terminals is used, or inverting feedback, so is connected to inverting op-amp. So you can connect it to inverting op-amps. Terminals is your input terminal. So more stability. Stability means operating point. You have to fix the operating point stable in a active regions to operate op-amp in a stable. What you are applied input is equal to output. You already know the class A, class B, class AB and class C amplifiers. How they are depends upon the outputs, or depends on the operating point. When class A amplifiers, your conduction angle is 360 degree. So why 360 degree means the angle, the operating point comes under the active region, at the center of the active region. So what you are applied input signal, it's get the output signal, it follows. So it's in the same. So why means the operating points is in the center of the one active regions. When the active region, the operating points move towards to the cutoff region, so output or changes, means clamping. So you have to move the downward in the cutoff region. Q point is moving in the cutoff region. So clamp to your signals, and once again move to your negative side on the load line. So it also more clamping is carried out for the class C amplifier. So class C amplifier comes to the less than the negative voltages is applied. So that's why the clamping is carried out tuned amplifiers. So those are the comes under the amplification. Here also inverting. So inverting and non-inverting. So you know what is the inverting and non-inverting always. The common is the amplifier. I am drawing the amplifier V negative and V positive. With the negative, this is your positive V out. This is your inverting. Invert. This for the non-invert. So the amplifier here, the inverting op-amps as considered. So inverting as used for the inverting terminals of the op-amp provide the stable. When you are applying the input to the inverting terminal, stable system, stable operating is carried out. Gain output also stable. There is no variation in the output signals also. So as compared to your non-op-amp. In case of inverting op-amp, you are using the negative feedback is used, that always desirable for the stable system. In inverting op-amp, negative feedback is used, so it is always desirable for the stable system. Means once again, in the inverting also, you can use the negative feedback. what you are using? Negative feedback is used. So here this negative feedback is used. So connected to your inverting end. So it is the make once again stabilize the system in a proper manner. So it's the which is the inverting amplifier is so better than your non-inverting amplifiers. So simply when your simple op-amp is the very high gain, infinite, when your feedback is connected, so it differences between to the inverting as well as the feedback signal to make the stabilized output in a stable manner. So you have to make the constant speed. So you have to note your while you are driving your motors, you can see your readings. When your speed is constant speed is required 60 speed, your accelerator must be your constant. Always you are looking to your feedback. What is the feedback? You are looking on your meter, uh, the vehicle meter. What is the speed? So according to that, you have to you are varying your accelerator in a constant speed only. So that's same here. The operation amplifier also you can use the negative feedback. Negative means you have to seeing your meter reading. What is your dialing of your meter, speedometer. So you can seeing the speedometer is there feedback to your signal, and your accelerator, your leg is accelerating to the signaling to your to make to a constant speed. So some ideal of here. So ideal operation amplifiers. So what are the some ideal characteristics of the operation amplifier? So it is the infinite voltage gain. Operation amplifier is a infinite voltage gain. So what is the infinite voltage gain means? The voltage difference at the two input is magnified infinitely. So you'll get the infinite voltage gain when a voltage difference at the two input is magnified infinitely. So in the as consider for the something like the gain is the 200,000 is exist. So more the gain is very high. It means that the difference between the positive terminal and the negative terminal is amplified by 200,000 times. So it is the infinite voltage gain is exist for the op-amp. So another is the op-amp, the infinite input impedance. The input impedance is infinite, very high input impedance. Impedance is the very high. Impedance is very high. So Z in is very high. So no current flow into the input, and the what is the values are ohms. What is the you are consider for the impedance 10 raised to 12 ohms. The input impedance of the operation amplifier is 10 raised to 12 ohms for FET input amplifiers. So zero output impedance, they are zero output impedance. So Z out is equal to 0. This is your 0 values. So the solid independent of loads as considered here. So what is the load sum here? Load is as considered. So the current is maximum is output current is maximum of 5 to 20 milliamps. So roughly the current is maximum output is 5 to 20 milliamps. So infinite. The last one is your infinitely fast. What is your bandwidth as considered? Infinite bandwidth. The bandwidth also, the bandwidth is equal to infinite. So you'll get the bandwidth is infinite. Bandwidth is exist from the operation amplifier is limited to your megahertz range. The bandwidth in terms of your megahertz range. So limits, what is the limitations is consider the input voltage 0.5 to 20 volts per microseconds. So limitation is 0.5 to 20 volts per microseconds. So is they are considered for the general output, the normal operation amplifier. So what is the operation amplifier without feedback? Now you are using the without feedback. You are using the two terminal V negative and V positive. It is the V negative is the inverting terminal and V positive is the non-inverting terminals and is the V out. So what is the gain? The internal op-amp formula is your V out. You can write the V out equal to what is the gain is multiply with the, so V out is equal to, so what is the gain? A1. So A naught. So you can write A naught multiply with the V positive minus V negative. So here the A naught is your open loop gain. A naught is the open loop gain. V naught you can write A naught is multiply with your differential ports, the inverting and non-inverting ports. So it is your V positive, this is your V positive and the minus of non-inverting, inverting terminal V negative. You'll get the output V naught equal to. So if V positive is greater than V negative, if what is the conditions here? V positive is greater than V negative. So what is the conditions? V naught is positive. So another is your V is your greater than your V positive. So V naught is so negative. So this is used to the what? So V naught is your less than the your terminal voltage. Terminal voltage is V V negative is less than V positive, and the this has considered the V out is negative. So if the gain is very high, as they are in terms of they are considered, so very high, this make device to the practically useless. Very high gains means it is useless as considered. You have to require what is the gain is required to make to your what is the amplifier output is required. So that is a very important. So when you are using, there is no feedback. There is no feedback. Amplifier used as a without is the without feedback. So without feedback means the output gain is very high. So very high. So what is the gain equal to is infinite. The output gain is very high. So it's not used for the what any applications. You have to use with feedback. Where that is the very important to make to your required gain. To make to your required gain. So when you are connecting to the, so now connecting to your negative feedback. So infinite gain is in the negative feedback. So in here we are connecting for your connections here. What is the terminal? Output is connected to your input. So it is the negative feedback loop. The negative feedback loop is your V naught is feedback. Voltage feedback So voltage feedback is taken. So here you are considering for the voltage feedback is connected to your particular of your devices. So negative feedback loop is considered here, is connected to Vin. So Vin is your and it's the inverting terminal. Negative means inverting terminals. We connected feedback to the inverting terminals. So Vin is applied for the positive terminals. So infinite gain would be useless except in your self-regulated negative feedback as considered. So negative feedback seems bad. The negative seems bad, but the positive is good. But in electronics, positive feedback means runway or oscillations. The positive feedback is used for the generate the or oscillations. So positive feedback is used in a oscillator circuits. So generate the oscillations, not used in the amplifiers. So negative feedback is used for the amplifiers. So negative feedback leads the stability in the amplifier. It makes to stabilize the operating point in a constant. The Q point is fixed for using the negative feedback. So stabilization is comes under the pictures in the operation amplifiers. So here shown here the small amount of the output is feedback to the inverting terminals is connected. So is the feedback. So inverting terminal is connected to feedback means it is a negative feedback as considered is the negative feedback loop. If the output is less than Vn, if output is less than Vn, it shows the positive. So what is your conditions? So what is your here? If output V naught is less than Vin, you get the positive. If output is greater than your Vin, so it is the negative. Here they are showing the what is the negative feedback as if the output is less than the output is so less than the your Vin, or should be your positive, and output is greater than the your Vin, is the negative. So resulting that the output is quickly forced, it leads to the your exactly to the your input voltages. So this is the gain as you are consider the negative feedbacks are used in an operation amplifier. You have to make to stabilize the your device in a proper operating modes. So that's why you are using the negative feedback. When you are positive feedback, it is only increasing higher and higher. It is not the stable the position of your operating points in the operation amplifier. You can utilize in the positive feedbacks or utilize in for the oscillator circuits, generation of your signals. So when you are consider for the load, when you are connected to your load to your operation amplifier, so what is the effect on the gain as considered? If the load, the output here, the load is connected, so as shown in the figure here, the output is grounded load. The op amp will be everything it can within the its current limitations to drive the output until the inverting input reach Vin. So the drive the output until the inverting input. What is your inverting input? The feedback inverting input reach to the Vin input voltage. So the negative feedback make its self correction. So you are to connecting the negative feedback. It make to your self corrections to your device, it makes to a constant or stable output exist at the V0 or the amplifiers. So in this case, the op-amp drive or pull, if Vin is negative, so what is the applied Vin is negative, the current through the load until the output is equal to Vin. So we have here this work as a buffer. It's work as a buffer. Can applying for the Vin to a load without burdening the source of Vin with the any current. It work as a buffer, and also it work as a self-correcting, and negative feedback makes the self-correcting to make to stabilize the output in a stable. So these are the work when you are connecting the feedback, when you are connecting the load, and without feedback, what is the conditions of your operation amplifiers we are studying. So positive feedback, what is the positive feedback here? They are shown in the positive feedback. The connection of the output is taken to the input. Connection of the output is taken to the input. So it is the V0 feedback. So here the as shown the positive input is the positive input of the amplifier. So higher than the Vin is your applied input voltage applied to your inverting terminal. So output goes away positive. So output is getting your output is connected feedback to your non-inverting terminal positive. So this makes the terminal even more positive than Vn. So positive or connecting feedback, what is effect? When you are making to your connection feedback to the positive, it makes to even more positive than Vn, making the situation worries. The system will immediately rail at the supply voltages. So rail either the direction or depending on the initial offset voltages. So it affect to the output voltage or output voltage are unstable at when you are using the feedback. Positive feedback is used for amplifiers. So will not get the stable output from the op-amps. It is increasing where positive is in added, so increase more and more positive and more as considered. So it's your positive feedback is not suitable for your operation amplifiers. That's why it's not suitable. So now moves to your some good rules as considered for the operation amplifiers. These are the very important when you are designing your operation amplifiers, or you can consider some the golden rules as considered here for the operation amplifier designing. One favor any negative feedback arrangement, it will be obey the following these rules when you are connecting to your negative feedback operation amplifier designing. You can obey or designing the negative feedback amplifier. The input of the op-amp draw or source no current, means input of the op-amp or source no current, whether negative feedbacks or not. And also op-amp output will be whatever it can to make the voltage difference between the two input is 0. This is also very important for the second rule. So op-amp output will do whatever it within the limitation to make the voltage difference between the two inputs 0. These two conditions are very important for your negative feedback arrangement or negative feedback designing the op-amps. So inverting amplifiers as considered. So inverting amplifier, So inverting amplifiers is considered here. So you are connecting the negative feedback. So inverting the inverting terminal is the negative. So R1 and V in is applied, input voltage is applied to the inverting terminal, and positive of the operation amplifier non-inverting terminal is grounded, and feedback you are taken from your R2 is a negative feedback. So why your negative feedback means the output is connected to your negative terminal of the input, negative terminal of the input. So it is a negative feedback amplifier, and also the positive terminal is grounded. So we are applying for the input voltage to your negative terminal, means inverting terminals. So it is the inverting amplifier as your negative feedback inverting amplifier. This work as a inverting amplifier, means you are applying the input voltage to the inverting terminals. We are applying the input voltage to the inverting terminals. So it is called as inverting amplifier. For applying to the your golden rules to this inverting amplifier terminals, as consider the non-inverting terminal is grounded, the virtual grounded. So current through the R1, the current through the R1 is IF equal to Vn by Rn. So what is the current flow? Current flow the your IF is equal to Vn divided by R1. So the current does not flow into your op-amp, because current does not flow into the op-amp, one of the rules as considered. So the current through the R1 must go through the R2. This current is go through the R2, not current through the your amplifier. Whatever the your feedback current is, current flow through the R1 and R2 and the output, not current flow through the your this operation amplifier. That is the rule of the golden rule of your operation amplifier. So here the current through R1 must go through the R2. So voltage drop across the your R2, the feedback resistance R2. The voltage drop across the R2 is then IF R2. The voltage drop across the R2 is IF R2. They can write the IF R2 equal to, so V in multiply with the R2 by R1. V in multiply by R2 by R1. So you can write V out equal to, what is the V out? Here V out equal to, so what is your V out? They are already ground V in, the positive is grounded, the positive is grounded, this positive terminal is grounded here. So it is grounded means 0 minus the voltage difference between the V in is multiplied with the R2 divided by R1. R2 divided by R1. So I had shown here this value, the amplifier, this, so that V out is equal to the V in minus V in R2 R1. So the amplifier, what is your amplifier? This amplifier V in by factor of minus R2 R1. The amplifier V in is the factor of minus R2 by R1. So negative sign are titled the inverting. So is here the negative sign, this negative sign is getting your negative signs, is considered as a inverting amplifier, is considered as a inverting amplifier. This negative factor V in by the factor of minus R2 by R1 is a titled as a inverting amplifier. The current is drawn into op-amp output terminals. This current is drawn from the output terminals of an op-amp. Is the non-inverting amplifier. Is the non-inverting amplifier. Is the non-inverting means you are applying the input volts to the V into your positive terminal, non-inverting terminal V in. So grounding, we have what is your inverting terminal is grounded, and your non-inverting terminal is your input terminal. You are applying the input voltage to the non-inverting positive terminal. So it is called as a non-inverting amplifier. So Vin is applied to the positive of your op-amp. So non-inverting terminal. So it's called as non-inverting amplifier. So here the negative terminal or the inverting terminal is made the grounded. So in the non-inverting negative terminals has your V in, the current through R1 is IF equal to V in by R1. So it is the grounded. So as the grounded, there is no current. This current cannot come from the op-amp input. This not current come from the op-amp input. So comes through the R2. This current comes through the R2. So it comes through the IF. The current come from the R2. So voltage drop across the R2 is IF R2. So V in, so what V in is multiplied with your R2 R1. So that output voltage is higher than your negative input terminal by this much values, V in multiplied by R2 by R1. So I can write, so V2 is V out is equal to V in plus, so V in multiplied by R2 by R1. So I can write the V in is common. So I can write V in multiply with your 1 plus R2 divided by R1. So this is the output voltage is positive. So your gain is here. This gain is the 1 plus R2 by R1 is the positive. So it is is called as as considered here is a non-inverting amplifier. The current is source of the amplifier, output is the example for your values as considered. So these are the inverting, non-inverting amplifiers, how it works when you are applying the negative feedback amplifier to the circuits. So you can, next class you can continue for this inverting and non-inverting amplifiers for the analysis part. Thank you for listening the classes.